Hey guys, I was almost done, but I wanted you to see the other half of this because he says some real good things, and I want to say that I agree with everything he's about to say because I watched it all the way through and really pay attention to him. Shout out to Thiravera because he makes some very good points.
And were laughing at me for saying Coast Guard. I'm sorry, I have a lot on my mind at the same time. I'm just a ridiculous person, but it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose, but I do like that you guys like have some fun with me or whatever. It does make me laugh in the comments because I hadn't even noticed it. And then you guys started hitting me up with Coast Guard. Did she say Coast Guard? And you guys are fun about it, but like honest mistake. But he called it. Now I'm confused. But he did call in the National Guard, or is calling the National Guard, because they're having the protests in Texas, and they don't want them to turn into riots like
Talking about Governor Abbott.
Even though California is still trying to gaslight us all into believing that they're peaceful protests. But to get back
They're
to
not.
the Alex Padilla situation, I'm tired of people misrepresenting it and making it sound like it's something other than what it was. Kristi Noem was in the middle of speaking. It wasn't at the point in the press conference where they take questions. It was when she was still in the middle of giving her actual statement. And we all know you don't just jump in whenever you want and start asking questions and think that because you're a senator that you're supposed to what? Be able to interrupt anything you want to because
You learn that in grade school, don't you?
You have a question. And I hate to break it to you, but nobody cares anymore. People are tired of the excuses. Like LA has been in riots for 6 nights now. Mostly peaceful protests, but a lot of people look at them as riots. And then
Yeah, okay. That's exactly
like
what they are,
Karen Bass,
riots.
the mayor of Los Angeles, going on TV and being like, this is a result of the raids.
No,
Okay,
it's a result of your
okay
failed
for
policies.
people to loot, which I don't understand why people do looting, because to me, once you start looting, you lose all credibility. Everything you're supposed to be standing for goes out the window, in my opinion, once you start looting. Because it's like, are you really upset about what's happening to these illegal immigrants, or did you just feel like robbing the Apple store? Or
Ding,
did
ding,
you just
ding.
feel like getting some jewelry?
Ding,
Or
ding,
did
ding.
you just feel like robbing Adidas?
Ding, ding,
Because
ding.
those are the kinds of things that are getting looted right now. And that to me has nothing to do with immigration or immigration rights. The two
Exactly.
aren't connected. Like you needing new shoes and new athleisure has nothing to do with immigrant rights. But let's go back to the situation with Karen Bass. Because Karen Bass is saying that it's because of ICE and the president's escalation that these things are happening.
Things began to be difficult on Friday when raids took place, and it's important that I be.
You know what's real important for people to understand is your failed sanctuary policies is what caused this. Because you're not supposed to harbor fugitives, mayor. I mean, hello, you're a mayor. You're supposed to be above that. You're acting like these people have more rights than the actual American citizens. Well, in some cases, they do.
In there, because that is the cause of the problems that have happened in the city of Los Angeles and other cities.
No, actually,
by the White House.
Sorry, it wasn't the White House. It was failed sanctuary policies, illegal immigrants, and riots.
Saying if the police hadn't gone in to arrest those bank robbers would have never shot at the police. It makes no sense at all. It's like that's what happens when you do something illegal. You get detained, you get arrested. In this case, you get deported. It's the way it works. And I'm so tired of people making it seem like these people haven't had due process. The problem
They have.
with due process is that people don't just want these illegals to get due process. They want them to get due process and then appeals and then like we don't have time for you to find a reason.
Yeah, no. Because you want to drag your feet. We're not stupid. We want you gone.
For asylum or you don't. And right now, there's no pathway to actual citizenship in this country. So if you're not here on a visa, then it would seem to me that it's time for you to go home.
And your best bet is to go home.
Not one that you overstayed, because that's the other thing a lot of people have done, is they've overstayed their visas by years and years and years. And then they try to be like, well, I've already built a life here. You already built a life here knowing that you were doing something that wasn't legal. You knew that you weren't legal in this country, and you proceeded to build a life. You proceeded to build a foundation for your family on quicksand. And now that the chickens have come home to roost and your whole family is being taken out, you want us to feel bad for you because you did something illegal years ago, and you think that by doing the absolute minimum, because let's be honest, what a lot of these people have done is the absolute minimum. When you're like, well, I've had a job for all these years, and I have a family, and I have friends. So does everybody else, girl. That doesn't mean you're a great American citizen. You're not.
And actually, that makes it worse because you're not legally allowed to work within the United States unless you have a work visa, especially if you're undocumented. Oh, but there was this raid in Nebraska. Yeah, 107 people were taken out and detained by ICE. Oh, they had IDs. They weren't their IDs. Where do you think they get those IDs? Because they were real IDs. And not only were they real IDs, that means they had real socials. So if you got no Social Security soon, just think of the people you're protecting.
Even an American citizen. You were doing something illegal, and that's just what it is, and it's time to go home. It's over. That's what you're not getting, is it's over.
By the way, I made a video about that. Check it out.
About your sob stories. I'm tired of hearing about hobbies. Oh, this young guy was on his way to volleyball practice, and the next day he was supposed to perform in the marching band. Lovely story. I played trumpet in junior high, 8th grade, last chair. Where's my reward? I don't care about your stories is what I'm getting at. I don't care why you're here and what you set up and what you were able to make happen while you're here. You know what you didn't make happen while you were here? Citizenship. And Senator Padilla is another one that's messing around and finding out. That's what a lot of these politicians aren't getting, is that you really are supposed to be representative of the people, and as being a representative of the people, I feel that you should act as an example to the people. I feel that you should show everybody that's watching how it is these things actually get handled. And if you're well-spoken enough and you're able to have your ducks in a row, you should be able to wait until Kristi Noem is done speaking, and then you make your case. You don't turn it into a situation where you have to be forcibly removed. And I stress the words, have to be forcibly removed. Because at first, they were just pushing him out. Like, sir, this isn't the time. Not right now, not right now. Instead, he kept trying to force the issue. Okay, well, you're not going to interrupt this press conference that we all want to hear. And I'm also tired of hearing people reduce being Latino or being Mexican American, and they're not even American. Like, that's the thing. I cannot relate to this situation in a lot of ways, because what you're talking about is the Mexican experience in America. You're not talking about actual citizens. You're talking about the Mexican experience as in a person from Mexico still living as Mexican in the United States, but not at all assimilating in any way. Not actually becoming a part of the actual culture. Yeah, maybe becoming a part of a particular...
Okay, I don't want this to come out the worst way possible, because I really don't mean any disrespect to anybody. But yes, it's a little annoying that I'm in America, born and raised in America, and I gotta press 1 for English. That's the language spoken here primarily. At least it was supposed to be. My kid was turned down for an internship because she wasn't bilingual.
Particular neighborhood that happens to be predominantly Mexican or predominantly Latino, but definitely...
Sometimes it kind of feels like we're being made to assimilate to your way and not the other way around.
Not integrating with what it is to be a United States citizen. So there's that on top of it. But you want us all to What? Just decide that all of a sudden it's a free for all and everybody gets asylum, and that it should not all be
Allergies,
enforced.
sorry.
And when I say it, immigration laws should not at all be enforced because you're going to get violent. To me, that sounds like Karen Bass, Gavin Newsom, all of California warning us that they're going to have a violent reaction if we don't just allow all of these people to stay. Never mind all of the bad people that they keep talking about. Never mind the fact that the guy that was throwing rocks that I showed you on the video the other day.
Take a look at this here on your
That's a
screen.
straight up 40-year-old man. You ought to be ashamed.
Federal sources
That's
telling
disgusting.
rock thrower from Saturday's violent clash in Paramount,
I hope somebody rats your butt out. It's 50K, boys and girls. It's 50K for his reward.
Thiravera is the man seen on video hurling rocks at Border Patrol agents. There's a $50,000 reward leading to his arrest. In case you have not seen it yet,
50,000.
these are just some of the videos that we have been
50K.
showcasing for you, and that's
You're a
just the
grown man.
suspect.
You should be
That
ashamed.
person is a 40-year-old man. Could you imagine a 40-year-old man throwing rocks? I assumed that was an actual youngster when I saw that happening. I was like, the kids really have gotten out of control nowadays. And then to
I
find
thought
out
that
he's
too.
a 40-year-old man that's here.
Yeah, that's a little
illegally,
shocking.
And that's the way he's handling himself. Yeah, that's why you're going back. That's why we're being very clear about the fact
We want him
that
deported
we do not
first.
want a certain element here, and by a certain element, I'm not talking about race at all. I'm
No.
talking about people that
Don't care
are
what color
not
you are.
from this country or have not taken the legal channels to get here. There's a reason that we want to vet people. There's a reason that we have always had the intentions of vetting people. There's a reason for that. Because when we don't vet people, we get people like this. And so that's why I'm fully in support of what's going on right now. I think that these people need to go, and that's all
I
there
agree.
is to it. And I don't care about Alex
And a
Padilla
lot of people
being
agree.
manhandled even a little
Nope,
bit.
not
Senator
even a little
Alex
bit.
Padilla needs to
He
stop playing
he
the
needs
victim
to
and needs to accept that he's
step
the
up and
one
realize that
put
he's
himself in that
not becoming.
situation, and he got exactly.
His behavior is unbecoming a United States Senator. And he should not ever do that again. Because he should be censured for that.
What he needed, which was a sobering reminder that while you may be a senator, that doesn't mean you can interrupt anybody you want to at any time you want to. And it also doesn't mean that you won't get made a fool of if you do. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments.
I agree with him 100%. That's Thiravera. Check him out. He is so funny. Absolutely hysterical. He's talking about this right now, but he does other content as well. He's absolutely hysterical. I'm a subscriber of his. I absolutely love his channel. But yeah, he's 100% right about all of that. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you later. I'll catch you on the flip. And remember, be smart. Stay home tomorrow. People are crazy. People are crazy. Please don't be crazy. Stay your butts home. Anyway, stay home tomorrow. Don't protest. We don't want to hear it anymore. You are not going to change our opinion. We still want the military, and the moment anything goes down, we want Trump to send the military. And we're not talking just the National Guard. We want the Marines sent. We want the big boys sent. Send the big dogs. And yeah, because those guys will not play. And guys, telling military men to remember their oath. How dare you? First of all, you don't know what you're talking about if you told a military man to remember his oath. Because that military man is a million times, an infinity times, the American citizen you guys are. Million times more American than you guys. because they know their oath. And it's not to you. It's to the American people and this land, to protect it from all enemies, foreign and domestic. So their protection lies to this land and the Constitution and democracy, not to the American people. That's where people get a little funny with the knowledge there. They like to remember it how they like to remember it, but no. Their loyalty is not to the citizens of Los Angeles or to the mayor or to the governors of any sanctuary city or any sanctuary state or any state. Their loyalty is to the President of the United States. Their loyalty is to the American flag, and their loyalty is to the Constitution. Let one of those soldiers see you doing what you did to the American flag in front of them. I can promise you it will not end well for that person, meaning whoever's messing with the flag. When somebody takes an oath, God, I think it was God, country, or God, family, country, or something like that. There's a way. I'm sure the Marines know what I'm talking about. But there's a saying that they all have, and it's an order, 3 order. The first one is, I think, God. The second is country, family, and then country, or something like that. But those are the 3 things. Do you hear those 3 things? Do you hear us in that? No, you hear country in that. That doesn't mean citizens. That means country. Their job is to protect this land from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Do you know what domestic means? Within the United States. That means if you are an enemy to this state, within this state, that soldier's duty is to protect it from you. Even if you are an American citizen. Just saying. Because I've had quite a few military men in my life. And I can tell you right now, they take that oath very serious. So, yeah. Don't question a soldier's oath. That is the worst thing you can do. And you will never get them on your side. Understand that. That soldier could be a member of your own family, and you will not get them on your side. Do you get that now? I hope. Like I said, just be warned because you're gonna protest tomorrow, because you guys are just gonna. Just know that if one of those Marines see you do to the American flag, and remember, you're gonna be walking around a lot of soldiers waving foreign enemy flags. Well, you're going to be walking around them waving foreign flags and not the American flag. And then somebody does what I saw in the video the other day of the American flag being torched. Do not let them see that. Because I guarantee you will be placed immediately in custody. Anyway, guys, be peaceful out there. Remember, there's no need for all this nonsense. We got bigger problems. Don't you ever think that our enemies are the ones who are trying to divide us the most? And no, I'm sorry. There may be some good families amongst the immigrants, but at this point, they all need to go. If they are not in this country legally, they need to go. It's that simple. That's what we voted for. Promises made, promises kept. And you will get that from every single person who voted for Donald Trump. CNN, for some reason, keeps saying that Donald Trump is losing popularity and this, that, and the other. No, he's really not. I don't know where they're getting that lie from, but he's really not. Anyway. And that's another thing. He literally campaigned on the fact that he was going to start doing mass deportations. So there you go. And if you want to, like I said, watch my videos, because you will see Democratic leaders are a little hypocritical, since not that long ago they were on board when it came to Obama. And now all of a sudden those same Democratic leaders are for the immigrants. Much changed. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later, and be peaceful. God loves you, so do I. Anyway, I will pray for everybody. Be peaceful, and remember, we got bigger problems than right here. Israel, Iran. We need to pay attention to that, not you guys. Anyway, have a great day, guys, and I will catch you later. Oh, and the reason why I look so blah is I've been sick, my husband's been sick, and we both have yucky colds, so yeah. That's that. That's why I'm getting off now, because I feel like I'm... Anyway, I will catch you guys later. Remember, be peaceful, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Don't forget, like and subscribe for more. Thanks, guys.